Welcome to ExperienceCraft. ExperienceCraft is an online community in Minecraft specifically for kids who are grieving the loss of a loved one. ExperienceCraft is an expansive world broken up into a few distinct regions, which we'll walk through together to give you a sense of what ExperienceCraft has to offer. First, we have our survival region. Playing in survival mode is one of Minecraft's biggest features, and we wanted to create a space on ExperienceCraft that encouraged our players to explore the world and build a community together. Our survival region includes a ton of activities and places that are unique to ExperienceCraft, including a diverse set of campgrounds that serve as persistent hubs for players to congregate. Right here, we have our cave campground. One of the players on ExperienceCraft is currently completing a quest to mine some iron ore and bring it back to the researcher for a reward. Our campgrounds will be bustling central locations where players can always find something to do and someone to do it with. As ExperienceCraft grows, players will have the opportunity to expand the campgrounds and make them their own. Our survival region is meant to be a living, breathing representation of our players' needs and interests, and the community drives what these hub spaces look and feel like. The second major feature of ExperienceCraft is our creative region, which is the go-to spot for players to express themselves through builds. Minecraft offers a creative mode, which gives players unlimited resources and a few other nifty tools to help them turn their wildest imagination into reality. Players can build by themselves or in a group, and there are frequent build-focused events hosted by moderators. Here, you can see a player building himself a small garden. This player can choose to return to their build the next day to keep adding onto it. They could choose to scrap what they've made and build something completely new. Or they could invite a few friends over to hang out and maybe make some additions together. There are an unlimited number of these plots for players to claim and work on, and they vary in size, giving players clear but flexible foundations to express their creativity however they see fit on any given day on our server. Let's watch and see what else this player decides to add to their plot. Coming up next, we have our mini-games region. Here, the main focus is on multiplayer fun. We have a number of mini-games set up, including all-time Minecraft favorites like Spleef and Four Corners, as well as a few of our own unique creations. You've now seen a brief overview of the three major regions that make up ExperienceCraft. Let's walk through a quick day in the life of what a player might experience when they join the server for the first time. One of the first things new players will go through when they join ExperienceCraft is our tutorial. For experienced players, the focus of the tutorial will be to understand the community norms that we have on ExperienceCraft by going through a brief onboarding quiz, which our player just finished. For newer players, this would also include a little extra help on getting used to the basics of how the game works. Once players finish the tutorial, they'll end up in our Warp Hub, where they can choose which region they'd like to go to next. Our player is a big fan of survival, so he's going to check out our three campgrounds and choose the one that seems to fit his interests the best. After a little bit of time relaxing by the campfire underneath the stars, our player is getting curious to see what else there is to do on the server. He's opened up our custom help menu, where players can see the available warps, ping a moderator for help, or visit their personal Zen space. Our player has decided to take a quick peek at his Zen space. These Zen spaces are meant to be relaxing, personal locations where individual players can go to get a little bit of alone time, talk to a moderator or friend privately, or just do some housekeeping, as you can see our player doing right now. Another location on the server that is meant to provide support for our players is the pronoun patio. Self-expression is so important in our virtual community, and the pronoun patio is just one of many ways that players can share a bit about themselves with their peers. Lastly, ExperienceCraft is a fully moderated server, which means that whenever the server is open, there is always a ratio of 1 to 10 between moderators and players. Thank you, and we can't wait to see you on the server soon.